Okay, so I have taken quite a long break here. I've not played anything, at least not recorded anything for a very long time. And Odyssey came out, so I've got to play this. And I've got to record it because I've recorded RimWorld stuff a bunch in the past. I have it set for Phoebe Chillax and, what is it? The builder mode, which neither of them make it easy. It's a lot easier than it can be, but it's still challenging. I'm also going to save scum because that's just what I do. So this is just going to be a completely chill gameplay. Like I'm not trying to do anything specific. I almost want to just start an anomaly gameplay just because I never recorded any of that, but I realized that would, I think, interrupt the eventual grab ship stuff. So I'm just going with the standard start. 3 folks. I got them set up for, I think they're not good fighters, actually. I think they're really bad at that, so I'm gonna have to hope I get a good melee person right away or something, because this is mainly going for like survivability aside from that. This person's only 14 and they've got some, they're tough and they've got nothing holding them back. Generally should be good when they get older. They're gonna be in my, I think I'm gonna have them researching. Their intellectual is low, but it's got the what's that called? Passion for it. So that should be good for them to keep doing something, and they could be a backup medical. I've got, oh yeah, these are, all 3 are good at medical. We've got no good mining ability. We've got construction. This one's good on certain things. Only 26 too, I thought he was older. This one should be good all around. So this is gonna have to be my shooter, and that means they're gonna get this. Consider where I want to start building. It's always good to consider the quality of the soil. I see that. Okay, along the river is it's looking like this can be, yeah, this is swamp stuff there. This would be a good defensive area, but then I'd have to build out into here. I don't have a miner to be able to dig into this really quickly. Yeah, this whole area seems pretty defended. Just a few entrances. Seems like the best building spot might be either up here. I could also just make this into a starting base. No, I think I gotta go with right here. I think I'm gonna want to use wood. Want those 8 without table struggles. I'm gonna have to make a table ASAP. There's water here. That is really annoying. Who's gonna be my grower? It's gotta be him. I'll start with some simple small spots. Oh yeah, the monoliths. So those can add anomaly stuff to a standard game, I think. investigate that, it starts anomaly stuff. Which I kind of want to do, I think. I saw a lot of people, they weren't very happy with a lot of anomaly, like they felt like it was too forced, whereas the other ones are more well integrated, the DLCs. I actually, like, I'm not a fan of most horror stuff, but I think anomaly works really well in the game. It adds a bunch of things that I wished the game had, like, you know, reversing your life. But it's like extracting years from another person. But that gives you another thing to do to slaves and prisoners and stuff. So that's neat. So that's Neato Dorito. But also, it's also cool because you have your colonists, which will hopefully be really good at something, and then you can find someone that's just like a pyromaniac, for example. I think that's one of the most hated things in this game, pyromaniacs, just because when they get angry, they run around and burn stuff. It is extremely annoying. It's also, I like when games have a little bit of realism with things. That's one thing I've always had an issue with. Like, if someone's a pyromaniac, it could make sense that they'd be better at starting fires somehow. And if they get upset, they could maybe play in a fire to get happier. I don't know about going around lighting your ammo containers on fire and stuff. That's... the fact that the mental breaks are, like, completely senseless. There's no consideration for what they're doing. It's totally randomized. That's extremely unrealistic. Once this gets a roof, it should be hot. That's right. It's gonna be hot. I need to get research going really fast, I think. Where's the research? Other weapons. Okay, so Mike has 2 melee, and Anna is incapable of violence. That is an issue, but she's like a good doctor type of person, so I feel like that's okay. Because I don't like my doctors to be in danger in the first place. Yeah, I'm gonna need to set up some power quickly. Eventually I'll have to get a geothermal set up right there. It's good because I've got 2 of these in convenient spots. Actually, I got a bunch in this whole section here. That would be a lot of accessible power. This area should be primarily for growing things, so I think if I put this here, it should be a good idea. It's gonna get in the way of my whatever farming I was doing, but okay, it's fine. Now I'll have to cut down all the trees here. See, I want to get these rocks out of the way, but then I'm like, they could work as a makeshift defense if people show up. Because we are not good fighters, so we have to make use of defensive ground. Hopefully we only get like a crazy squirrel or something rather than too much to fight. Cassowary. Ancient mechanoid transponder. I could consider what types of animals I have around here. There was a panther over here. I could get a pet panther. Actually, I didn't even look at our pet. Female Labrador. I'm gonna want to keep that away from the panther. Because that would be an issue. Kind of want to just start doing this. Then we're gonna get all kinds of those, like it'll unlock the research to be able to do all kinds of cool things, but it will also get in the way, cause a lot of distractions from the space stuff, I think. Maybe I'll start that later. Like once I get the ability to move around, maybe I'll try something with one of those. I assume there's going to be a monolith on each place I land on. Maybe. Okay, now I gotta think of... I wanted this for cooling. I kind of want to set up a freezer like right here and just try to make food, have like a very basic base. And then I could start setting up bedrooms out here and make different rooms for other things. For now, these are going to be without batteries, so that would be weird, but should help to keep things cooler inside. Oh yeah, I also did include ideology. I did include an ideology start, which is going to be, okay, it just did all this for me. Drug use prohibited, though. You can change those things over time, but the general thing I was going for was the transhumanist, so I can benefit from adding like biotech stuff to my people. And it just happens to be with collectivist, which drive. Yeah, that sounds all pretty cool. I think this is a good base though, because I can add some things that are cool, more beneficial as we develop the ideology. I was planning on kind of doing everything specifically, like I wanted everything to be personal, but then I just kind of jumped into it. I feel like it should just work out. I'll get more into it as I play. And it kind of fills itself in. Like these characters, I didn't personalize them or anything, but you'll just get used to them. And Mike's useful. Chopstick is young and useful. Anna could use some age reversal eventually. Food storage. I'm gonna want to replace this with auto doors eventually. Steel doors faster though. There's water here. Is this all non-buildable land? Orange. That's really annoying. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. And I think that like makes things deteriorate faster, so I'm like setting food on this. It's considered outdoors right now, so I can't tell. There is the thing that dries up land, but it's so slow. It's like a long-term thing where if I unlock it and plan on using it, it's going to take me months of in-game time for it to finally dry up a small section. And what is that called? It is called... Is it all the way up here? Moisture pump. Yeah, that's annoying. Super advanced tech. So I gotta start on basic stuff. Since our group does not favor drug use, I guess the thing to start on is smithing so I can get machining. And once I get that, that's when I will be able to do prosthetics and eventually where's the auto cannon things? Turrets. Auto cannon turret. Where's the standard ones? I feel like I should dig into here. Where are the batteries? Batteries are pretty early. Okay, I could start those now. Yeah, this is annoying. Okay, since I have two coolers here, this can end up being built out to be a work area, and this won't matter as much for that. So I can use maybe this area for food. Like set up a freezer building here. And there's a bunch of trees right here too. If I put this out here, it means I can expand on it, which I don't think about very often. Like I could easily expand a freezer that's out in the open, because expansion of it tends to be one of the worries. Put that there. I can also make a little kitchen right here, and it could technically be a kitchen and eating area, and that would make sense, I think. So this is going to be my freezer, which will Okay, this will be preferred, so everything else is standard. This will be only fresh food and manufactured. I feel like I want to just leave all that on there, just for now. See, you want the herbal medicine in there for sure. Ambrosia too. Sometimes I like putting these things in a freezer just for like a medical role-playing idea. Okay, so raw resources as well. Wort. Plant matter, yes. Stone box, no. Certain items, I think. But I will get to that when I get to it. Toxic waste packs, just in case of an emergency, I'll put that. And I'm gonna set this as important just because I think that's a good place to keep your food stuff. Now I'm gonna need 2 more coolers here. Oh, whoops. This is... This is annoying. But... yeah, these should be able to be moved. That's one of those things that this game includes, and it just feels kind of shitty. Like, it's an air conditioner. I should be able to physically move it. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to. It's all about the components. The components are... this is like game of components. Just constantly worried about stupid components. Oh yeah, I forgot. People say hidden conduits. These are the ones you want to build to prevent those accident things. The zippity-doo-dah-day. You know, actually, I think I want this to be aligned. I'm gonna just have to sell this one. Butcher table and a cooking thing. Oh my goodness, there is a spot that I can't build on. means we have to put this over here, and this right there. That's cool. That's fine. That's good. Well, this is an okay start. What's taters? Oh, I've been playing a bunch of a game by the name of Vintage Story, which I thought was a Minecraft mod the first time I saw it. I think I'm gonna maybe make a video just to show what the game's about, because it surprised me. It is easily, like, I feel like it's ruined my taste for Minecraft now, and Minecraft is a game I could forever go back and play, modded at least. So, if it ruined my feelings for Minecraft, it's a good Minecraft-y idea. Okay, I'm gonna need to get more components probably. I saw there's some right up there. There's some right over. Wasn't there some right nearby? I saw one in a corner. Now I'm gonna need to remember to always use the good hidden conduits, because I've never done that before. Okay, so these are gonna need to be set on. I'll put each one on -5. This razor wire not being deconstructed really kind of annoying me. Like, get your ass over there. Why isn't this connected? Okay, my battery room is gonna be, oh, whoops, and the person who doesn't do violence is getting attacked. Actually, this is supposed to be fresh quartz storage. Allow self-tend. Oh yeah, I gotta turn medicine use down for everyone. I gotta hopefully get some herbal medicine. I forgot, I always check the map for herbal medicine. Because it's kind of important to have it early on, just because I don't like using my good medicine. I like to save that for surgeries, even though it doesn't matter because I just save scum and make sure I succeed at everything no matter what. But that's because I find that entertaining. I'm guessing it's like a issue with the jungle that I'm not getting any here now. Did pick the jungle region, rainforest. Save my game. Okay, this is not a good position for the moment. I think the building is gonna reach to this wall. I should have put this over here. Is that person not there anymore? I totally missed whoever that was whenever they showed up. Cook set. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna end up starting the anomaly stuff just because I like it. And because, you know, I have just said that I save scum, so even if I have anomaly stuff, I should be able to get through all of it. It would just be a lot more entertaining, a lot more random things happening. Yeah, save scumming is my RPG second sight. It is my precognition, where suddenly I'm like, you know, actually, that dimension is a bad one. Let me turn back time and not do that. Okay, I did not think about what I would name our faction or our settlement. Okay, so we're techno-utopian. What's a faction name that makes sense? Well, we could go with the standard Terran. Good old humanoid. The Terran faction. And then the settlement will be called... Although we're not going to stay humanoid. We're going to get all kinds of people in here. I want to get some wasters. I want to get some... Like, the wasters will need to use drugs, and that's against the ideology. So we'll have to get them later, maybe, when I can change the ideology a little bit. But I would like some other things. The pig people are, you know, kind of meh. But... what else? Settlement name. Settlement name. L. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's good for me to just keep this overlay on so I can see where I can't build. Because I'm sure if I don't have it up, I'm going to build in the exact locations where I can't. I normally make big circles for all my storage buildings. It seems like I should do something like that out here. Then I could completely fill it with, what are they called? Shelves. Shelves, those things that store stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, I need the batteries. Taking a minute on that. That's what I get for not having a good researcher. Similar to how if I tried to mine right now, it's going to take an eternity because I don't have a good miner. I'm trying to think if there would be a really good use for building inside of here. Like maybe this could be where I have rows of housing. Of course, then bugs can show up there. And that's not a pleasant thing to have suddenly. You got highly contained insectoid things in a small space where they can chew through the walls and You have to get really close to them. That would not be good early game for sure, but I know it wouldn't happen. But if it did, it would still be horrible. Because we don't even have melee. Like, this is our best melee. 2. Okay, now this is a change of... I did not expect this. Okay, this is a 13-year-old waster. She sucks at most things. What can I do for some minor efficiency increases? Oh yeah, I forgot about this person attacking. Of course, literally every time, the person I don't want to be near them just happens to make their way as close as possible to them. Dead. This can be food for a dog. I hope. This panther's getting a little bit too close. I'm gonna need to keep my dog inside, which means I need to make an area for indoors. Should have someone hunting, which would have to be the one person that can. There are pigs somewhere. I not see. Research. I mean, it's good that eventually she'll get better at the intellectual and research a lot faster, so it's not a horrible thing that it's so slow at first, but it really does feel slow. Here they are. I think I just want to hunt all of them. If these get mad, heat wave. Okay, mechanoid signal, grav engine. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna save and I'm gonna start that mission just to try to get the gravity thing going. Okay, these are all dead. Okay, that's good. That's a lot of stuff. I'm guessing these things might be expensive, which would screw up my value. Grav light panels. Where would those be? Well, hopefully she gets better at shooting from all that. Heat wave not good without batteries. Hunting and not do the research. I think I will have to pause that. almost got batteries. Batteries can be moved, so I should be able to just toss them up right here if I wanted. Fishing. I forgot that's a thing now. I'll have to try that out. Lucas Glycus, a praetor of Empire of the Moon, is calling from nearby. His guards were killed in an ambush. He escaped but is now being followed by a singular man-hunting guinea pig. Well, my doctor is incapable of violence. Does that matter? I totally blanked on whether that matters. I thought something about the title stops them from being able to do certain things, like maybe standard fighting, but it should allow them to do like the mental fighting stuff, which I have no idea if that's true. I would like to accept this, but I feel like I can't until I look it up. Because otherwise I would want it to go to someone else, and I don't know if I'd want a title on someone else. Because she seems like she would be the best one for the leader. definitely assume all these panels have to be the flooring and walls of a ship. There's a bunch of stuff I need. I need to be able to grind up these mechanoids, which is the electric smelter, I think. Pretty sure this is a high power usage thing. I guess I could just throw it down and see how things work out. This is one that I don't usually get early on, I don't think. I'm gonna check on this quest stuff really fast. Well, there's a lot to that. I think incapable of violence might screw up their sidecasting ability, maybe. I don't know. I also don't really care that much about those kinds of upgrades. Because then you gotta make the big room, and you gotta deal with their requirements and stuff. That's stuff that I haven't focused on too much, and when I have, it ends up not being a priority. I'd rather just get a sanguiphage or something if I wanted an OP character. Or do some gene editing to figure out something kinda cool. I'm guessing this is the limit to the size of the ship you can make. So you can maybe make a giant orb ship. Like a flying saucer. It is a cool idea to jump into the grav ship, if I can, and maybe just... See, I like to make dense, simplified things that just accomplish everything at a low rate. And if I could do that with a ship and have everything on it, then I'd have a mobile base, and that would be really cool. But I do not know if there's stuff I need to wait for very far along on here. Okay, this is advanced grav tech. Standard grav tech, I'm guessing. Basic grav tech. This is probably, surely what I need to even use the ship. But I think if I had it, I'd be able to. You won't be able to return? So you're telling me if I leave this area specifically, I will completely not be able to come back here? Why? Inspect it before I could build anything, I'm sure. I just envisioned myself flying off immediately as some kind of anomaly monsters crawl out of the ground. Because I happen to start both of them simultaneously, which might not be a good idea to do. Okay, I have ideology stuff I need to fill in. I forgot how to do this though. I need a ritual spot. This looks like a nice ritual spot. Okay, let's see if she's good for this. Research specialist. Okay, so what will this screw over? Grow, mine, plant, cut, haul, clean. I feel like that's gonna really suck, but I need to do it anyway. Let's just do it. I'll deal with the nonsense later. Okay, successful role change. I'm trying to think here. I think what I want to do is dig into this mountain. Slowly but surely, I'll set up a few little housing locations in here. Start with one line. Okay, it's looking like I'm gonna need more than one wind turbine, or I could... No, I don't want to deal with chem fuel stuff. 1 hour and 22 minutes. I mean, it's funny, I feel like I haven't done anything yet, but of course I actually have accomplished plenty of early game stuff. Lost Vagabond. A desperate refugee named Batatas, Batatas, is approaching. Batatas claims to have been banished after an argument with a village leader. Batatas begs you for permission to stay at El for 18 days so he can rest and regroup. In return, he offers to work and fight for free during that time. If I make him happy, if he's just gonna stay, I guess it's not a, I need to see what he's capable of. I can't see, I'll just accept it. I need to set up another bed. Maybe if he can mine, that would be good. That'd be big, that'd be good, that'd be useful. That'd be the type of thing that I need right now. Where's Batatas? The Grand Batatas. Yeah, he looks like a Batatas. He's got like the little bowl cut looking thing going on. Little bangs. Beard, manly Viking beard. 33-year-old male. Paramedic also. Medical abrasive. Literally not what we need. But I can mine with him. Just set him to mine. Batatas, you will be a miner. In preparation of our housing. Think of how I want to do this. I feel like I need to crisscross my lines here so that I have enough future space for additions. Okay, so this is the wall, and I'm going to want rooms to be, say, this would be good for each room. And that means this needs to be a wall. And then there will be a path. The bare minimum. Let's connect those to that side. Oops. integrating cooling would mean I should make this entire thing cooled and have vents through all of it and put a door right here. This one should, I guess, be steel, just because everyone has to go through it. Okay, 24/7. I feel like I really want to keep this room stone, which would look good. And that's going to take a while to smooth out, though. Whew. What am I thinking? All this stuff, if this had just not been here, my base would be over here. Turbine. I should just put this here. We'll screw up my growing, but actually, maybe I should consider this. I'll make up for it by adding more up here. Okay, and I'm a researcher, which is just benefiting my research speed, but I need the leader person. And I feel like that should be probably Anna or something. High secretary, what does this give? Leader speech, diplomatic. She is good at social, right? Yes, she is. So she'll be my leader person. Even though she seems like she'd be a good, moral leader. And then maybe Mike could be the primary leader, the leader. Because, like, he's capable of doing everything. That just seems right. Okay. A mangled figure is approaching the colony. She wants to talk. You can send a colonist to hear what she has to say. Hard worker, occultist. Looks like stuff I could use. So she's got a few mangled issues. Surgical scars on her left body, missing right eye. Sounds like the type of thing we need right now. I'm gonna save here, just in case this is something detrimental to our little society. Okay, there we go. Change. So our main characters are each ideologues. Each have a position in a religious order. Fishing. I forgot we were doing the fishing. But I want to do that because I want to know what it is. Never seen how it works. So it's smithing to machining and then basic graphite. Or no. Or I could do basic graphite. No, I can't. It requires smithing. I'm sure. Right? Oh, I need to research this thing probably. Amongst the remnants of the crashed mechanoid platform, a still intact grav engine hums with energy. You can build grav ships. Substructure around the engine for you to move the grav ship. The engine pushes against gravity by floating long distance. Researching basic grav tech, then building fuel tanks, thrusters, and a pilot console. Launching a grav ship with a boundary current map unless you build a grav anchor first. Whoa. Beaver Mountains. Round Pig Sea. Yeah, that's a pretty good name for it. This is the Pig's Butthole Island. Bad Turkey Desert. This, I could see it. I could see it, like a little turkey leg there. Native Sea, grasshopper neck, woodland. full planetary development. Figured I'd want the entire planet to be made, even though it's plenty big enough on the smallest settings. I just felt like I needed to make it as large as possible for no reason. Personal. Incompetent cook is giving people food poisoning. I wonder if this can't be used for mechanoids yet, or... Oh, do I need the machining thing for mechanoids? I think that might be a machining table thing. Which is annoying, because it seems like the smelter would be what you use for something like that. Grazier. Maybe I can hunt an elephant for elephant. Rad cores. I'm wondering if this is allowing me to make the grav ship. Or if I need to go get something that's really far away, because that would suck. I feel like this should be a good basis. Oh, I don't remember looking at their abilities. What do they have? Hopefully they're not another paramedic, because that would be a little bit much. Hard worker. Okay, that's right. They had some defensive stuff that I liked. Their construction could be useful if they get that leveled up a bit. This is 3 wide, so I feel like having this midsection, like putting some productive tables up against that would be a useful way to deal with how annoying this is going to be. Having to build a large section of flooring underneath this object that's going to get in the way of everything. Okay, Casabari spoils in 2 days. A tiger. 50% chance of an attack. Well, we're gonna have a 100% chance of saving my game before that can happen. There we go. Major break risk from what? Tatties. I don't know what his problem is. It's like all my people are like doctors. Botched taming attempt. Okay, well. It is just skew, so Okay, now this thing is angry. Okay, I did save just a moment ago, so we're gonna redo this moment. Okay, what did I do since then? It was just a minute ago, so I think I'm just gonna cancel that, even though I like the idea of having a pet tiger. That is kind of really cool. Who would be my absolute best handler for that? Handler. Anna, the peaceful person with a tiger pet, could be pretty cool. Then, I think I actually want to try that. I'm just going to make sure I save again and do that immediately whenever I'm going to do it. I would like to do the anomaly stuff, but I don't really want to get into the SCP creature containment studying stuff. That's a whole thing, and that's kind of the primary way it works. It's a hassle, but it gives you huge benefits to a lot of different things. Time to try taming the lion. I'm going to have Anna do it this time. Let's see if it works. Nice. It worked. So I want to save immediately after our success too. Okay. So now I can set up, well, this is gonna need to be her guard cat. This is one thing I think could handle its own as far as random creatures it may start fighting. Just for food. But I think it will just eat my food first before it tries fighting things, which means I should set an inverted location for it, which is everywhere that isn't in the house. Although I would want an animal bed for it. Let me see if I can do this. Manage areas, new area. Roaming tiger. I'm gonna have a few animal sleeping spots for if they get wounded somewhere. A dead elephant? How the hell did that happen? Did this thing actually fight an elephant? Poison trash. What a nice name. Now, I have not considered anything about prisoners or slaves yet. A trigger-happy psychopath. Waster could be an issue for different reasons. Incapable of... This could just be a melee defender. Of course, then they have to eat, and that takes up useful things. And I don't know if I just... I do need someone to be defender. That gets kind of important. But that'll just be if they happen to survive. I'm not going to worry about those details if the person isn't that important or that useful. Why is this dude in pain? Oh, food poisoning? I'm gonna need to bring Mike over here and beat him down. But that'll probably hurt him worse than I would expect, so I'm gonna have to ignore that. Just let him break things. Okay, so he just destroyed the light. That's great. Throw up. Oh, that person. 3 hours isn't enough. Of course, this guy's missing every hit too. Okay, she's gonna put him down. Oh, we don't even have medicine, so... people doctors, I could just go and doctor up. Doctor up. Yeah, having a pet tiger would be pretty cool. Looks like I'm at the end of this video, and I should just immediately stop here and continue if I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah, I'll get that tiger going in the next episode. Anna's tiger.